Now, back when I was in high school, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had a lot of sneaky links. And if you guys don't know what a sneaky link is, basically it's someone that literally comes over to your place whenever you're in the mood to go do the devil's tango. Or just in general, just doing the devil's tango. With that person is who a sneaky link is. You know, there's usually no emotions, nothing really attached there. But I remember this one specific time, my sneaky link literally got exposed by my ex-girlfriend's friend group, and this was absolutely insane. And trust me, you guys don't want to miss this story out, so make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, you guys haven't already, for more crazy stories. And on top of that, make sure you guys join on the Discord server and join the Twitch streams. Usually I tell stories on there and come hang out on there, so seriously, it's worth it. Links are all down below if you guys want to join in and talk to me. But other than that, let's get straight into this. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. So this story, like I said, starts off back in high school. Back in high school, I had a ton of sneaky links. I'm gonna be honest, like, you guys know me for literally doing the devil's tango all the time. But in this one circumstance, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is when literally one of my sneaky links got exposed. And it wasn't just a normal exposed kind of thing. It was like an exposed, like, oh gosh, like this person really did the research on me and her to make sure that she got clowned on. And to this day, she's actually funny enough clowned on. So honestly, yeah, that's tough. Anyways, back in high school, I remember there was this girl that I used to be really, let's just say, good friends with in a sense. In reality, she was just a chick I found on, I think, a dating app if I was close to anything. And she went to some prep school. If you guys don't know what a prep school is, basically it's like this like really like good goody two-shoe school where it's like a religious school and like they wore skirts and stuff. I don't know. I found uniforms hot. So when she told me she went to one of those kind of schools, it's kind of a W. But at the same time, I don't know. These girls can get pretty freaky once in a while. Anyways, over time, me and her started talking. And funny enough, long story short, we ended up becoming basically sneaky links. And me and her being a sneaky link was fine for like the first couple months of it. Like me and her would meet up at the mall and do it. We'd meet up basically anywhere we could and literally just go do the devil's tango. But obviously, as people may know, things come and go in life. This is a common thing that everyone needs to realize when you're in high school or just growing up in general. And let's just say me and her, we just didn't really see it happening anymore. To be honest, she wanted to go into a relationship and so did I. So I remember me and her kind of like sort of called things off. The reason I'm saying sort of is because me and her like still talked and stuff. And like obviously, you know, she still wanted to do the devil's tango sometimes. But me, I gonna be honest, at the time I was talking to someone that I actually really genuinely cared about. And let's just say I was willing to sacrifice my sneaky links. I know that's kind of rare for me to say because, you know, basically this whole channel is about me doing the devil's tango. But love is real, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, I guess, you know, I kind of did fall in love at this time with another person. You guys will figure that out in another story time. But going on, months passed later on, and I remember I was basically dating the girl that I did fall in love with at the time. And me and her, we'd always go out and stuff. And I remember one time my ex-girlfriend told me, hey, like, you want to like come visit my school? Like me and all my friends are like meeting up and stuff. And I said, sure. And funny enough, the school that she actually went to was a prep school, or AKA the religious, super uniform hot girl school. I don't know. I guess I have a thing for girls in uniforms or Catholic schools. I don't know. It was just weird in general. But I remember me and her basically met up at lunchtime and we ended up going to hang out with her friends. And when we did, I remember seeing my previous sneaky link that I used to talk to all the time literally there. She was literally sitting there and kind of just being alone at the time. I guess whatever relationship she was trying to go into didn't work out, or let's just say had issues. I don't know. To be honest, I didn't really care because like I said, I moved on and I became happy. Can I say happy if she's an ex-girlfriend? I don't know. I became better without her, I guess I should say. But going on, I remember we were all sitting at that table group and basically just talking about life and stuff, and me cuddling up with my ex-girlfriend at the time and seeing her or literally across the table just, you know, being there. I don't know. It's kind of awkward sitting in a table group full of people that you basically did the devil's tango with. But to be honest, that wasn't even the end of it. I remember during that table group, as we were sitting there, like I was saying earlier, there was like a lot of weird tension between me and my old sneaky link that was there. And it wasn't like anything like severe, but you could just tell something was off when me and her did any sort of eye contact or anything. And it was kind of obvious to everyone else on that table, to be honest. But before we continue on with the story of what went on and how basically my sneaky link got exposed, just one thing you guys should know. There was a blonde-haired girl that was, let's just say, very smart in a sense, but at the same time, very driven by exposing people. Like, I'm not joking. We could literally picture her as like the Keemstar of literally that table group. If she had to expose someone and literally get the truth out of someone, she will do it. And she doesn't care what, you know, you have to say. Funny enough, we and her are good friends to this day now, but long story short, let's just say if she wanted to expose someone, she will. Like, for God's sake, she literally has a full send flag on her wall at home. Like, if that's not saying enough about a chick, then I don't know what is. But going on, this blonde-haired chick actually ended up sensing the weird tension between me and my old sneaky link. She started getting that sense and started kind of being like, what's going on here? This is weird. And let's just say after that whole lunch period thing that they had at school that time. I remember I left, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt really off. Something did feel off, but I just kind of went home, went play video games, and did the same old as usual. But now this is where things get actually really, really intense. And by intense, I mean I got a text message on my phone that exact night, and it was literally the blonde girl that literally was exposing people left and right. And let's just say she had a target on my old sneaky link. Now, usually I'm smart with sneaky links, but honestly, when it came to this girl, I didn't really know at the time what I was going up against. But to be honest, since it was all previous news and stuff, and she was friends with my ex-girlfriend at the time, I think. And long story short, I just told her the goddamn truth. Like, oh yeah, like, you know, she was my old sneaky link, blah, blah, blah. And you know, nothing of it. And that wasn't the end. Apparently, she got some more information off other people. And when I say she went FBI mode, she literally went FBI mode. Like, the only FBI mode I go on is female body inspecting, but this was a different level. Like, she was like the CIA of that table group. And when I found out that she was doing research, oh boy, was I not able to sleep that night. Like, I was literally shiver me timbers. Like, I don't know if I can even use that word in this scenario, but literally I was shivering in my boots, or in reality in my bed that night. But it doesn't matter. Going on, I remember the next day, my ex-girlfriend at the time also invited me for lunch again. And you know, this was like, I guess, becoming a common thing since the first one went so well apparently in her head. I don't know. She was kind of, how do I put this? Like, lightheaded. Yeah, sure. Let's just say the pick-me girl was lightheaded, okay? And we're gonna call the pick-me girl my ex-girlfriend for the rest of the story. Anyways, my ex-girlfriend invited me out to hang out with lunch with them again. So I did, and I went down there, and obviously we had lunch and we sat down. But the one thing I noticed was that the blonde-haired girl wasn't there. She wasn't there. My sneaky link was there, but she wasn't. Now, this is where things got me worried, because I was like, where did she go? Is she not friends with us anymore? And as I was thinking these things, I'm not even joking when I say this, the blonde-haired girl came down the street from where we were sitting with a file in her hand, like she was gonna drop a lawsuit on someone. Came up to this table and said, you are literally about to get exposed. She dropped a folder on the table like it was a damn eviction notice, and straight up opened it and just saw a bunch of receipts of text messages from back then. It was messages from me, my old sneaky link, and apparently other guys and stuff. And little did I realize she had a boyfriend when I was doing things with her, when others were as well, when she was talking to a bunch of people. Apparently my previous sneaky link was doing the devil's tango with me when she had another guy. And to be honest, the other guy was actually, funny enough, one of my friends at the time. But you know what? He doesn't need to know that. Or actually, he does technically now, since this is a story from back then. But it doesn't matter. Going on. So when she got exposed, she went off everything. She started saying the dates. She started saying the times, and everything lined up perfectly. Like, I'm not joking. If she was a lawyer, I would actually want to hire her. Like, honestly, good job to you. But when I looked over at my sneaky link, I'm not even joking. She looked like she was gonna burst into tears. Like, I'm not joking when I say this. I've never seen a girl more exposed than, like, ever. Actually, I've never seen a girl more exposed. Like, this was actually so bad. And obviously, me having my girlfriend at the time literally sitting beside me didn't help at all, because let's just say she ended up looking at me saying, it was your sneaky link. And yeah, things did not really go well. It seems like this blonde-haired girl just did all the research she needed, literally slapped everything down on the table, and made my sneaky link from back then cry. And by cry, I mean literally she started crying, she bursted into tears, and let's just say she ended up standing up and running away. She literally ran away from that table group, and let's just say we never heard from her again. No, obviously at first, I'm not gonna lie, most of us were thinking, oh, like we should go talk to her, like we feel bad. And like me in my head, I'm thinking like, do I really want to go talk to my previous sneaky link when my little girlfriend at the time is literally right here beside me? I don't know. It was a lot to process at the time. But the more I think about it, god damn, she did a lot of dumb stuff in the past. Like, I know I did dumb stuff in the past too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm literally known for doing the devil's tango. But at the same time, when it comes to this, just be careful what you do. You know, if you're gonna have sneaky links, at least be quiet about them and keep it low key. Don't go off, you know, telling everyone. And bad enough, I had to talk to my old sneaky link's boyfriend at the time, kind of just addressing the situation, since I did say earlier he was my friend. But long story short, if you're trying to keep a secret, make sure you actually keep it a secret, or one day it's just gonna become a YouTube video, or a literal lawsuit, or literally just getting exposed. Anyways, guys, that's basically it for the story. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories. Peace out, guys.